So here I am today with Dr. David Corradi, periodontist, and attendee of the master class, actually of the mini master class, which is a day. Um, and we've gone through some things about his personal interests, his life, and some of his wealth, assets, and his goals. And as you can tell, he's a little under the weather here with hand surgery. But that in itself is another story and another thing that we can delve upon. We've gone through a few things in this masterclass as far as wealth protection. And Dr. Karate, uh, as far as the amount that you spent on this masterclass, knowing that there's a guarantee that will repay back your money if you have not learned as much, if not many times more than you've invested, and the guarantee still holds. Um, do you feel like you've made at least your money time or many times more than the money you spent for this class within the day that I've met with you?
Definitely. I feel like I've come out very much ahead relative to the cost of today's session. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a bargain and no need at all to consider any kind of a refund.
As far as some advice, uh, as I told you, I've lost millions. Um, and hopefully I could have given you some advice on with some things that you are in the situations you are, so that you don't make the same mistakes. And that's really my goal with everything and every one of you, is to be able to give you some information or referral so that you can prevent the loss for you and your family of at least what you've built throughout your 20, 10, 20, 30 years of practice. And so beyond that, I hope you've learned something where, like I said to you before, I'm not the expert. I'm not an expert periodontist. I'm not an expert general dentist. I'm not an expert practice management advisor, wealth advisor, attorney, CPA. However, with the experiences that I've gone through, I have enough knowledge to be able to hopefully give you some tidbits as far as who you should be contacting in the professional realm to give you the actual legal and ethical, moral advices that you should have. And although I'm not claiming to do that, I hope that I sparked some ideas in your head as to who you should contact and the different things that you may be able to implement in the future to protect yourself and your family.
You've definitely given some very clear and very specific information that really will require my immediate attention. It almost frightened me how much I didn't know about some things, and just having that real world practical experience that you've had, and the benefit of hindsight with it, it's tremendously helpful to me.
Yeah, and like I said before, losing millions of dollars in various respects, from the stupidity of buying a racehorse when I was younger, through other things recently. I've talked to you about simple things such as umbrella insurance, both from the personal and commercial. And obviously some things are general things that a lot of people will know, but there's other things that are obvious. However, it's not made obvious to us because these are things that we don't get taught in dental school. We don't get taught in undergraduate. We don't get taught in business school. We don't get taught, and the only place we get taught is the world of hard knocks. And the problem with that is if we are the ones under fire, then we have a lot to stake. So by being able to disseminate this information through master classes, through different mind melt types of group meetings, my thought is try to preserve and help my colleagues as much as possible to not have incidences that have occurred to me or my colleagues or friends that I know, and be able to kind of help each other to not only enjoy your life as far as the wealth part of it, but also in respect to happiness and also in respect to your health, because without your health you have nothing. So I hope I was able to spark a few things in you, again with this mini masterclass. And again, thank you for being here for the testimonial.
Oh, there's been a great deal sparked as far as I'm concerned. There's really no substitute for experience, and the lessons I've learned today are definitely going to get put to use. A lot of the situations we discussed are situations where you have this tendency to want to act viscerally, and your mind starts racing, and being able to look at that with the benefit of someone who's been there, it sets you up for some of these situations that haven't even happened yet, so to speak.
Yeah, and one thing that reminds me of that is when I was talking to you about my lawsuits and the feeling that I get or I got and I will get when certain things occur from the summons to the court, as well as the attorney's phone call, as well as the follow-up, as well as the deposition, as well as the court date. And these are things that don't happen within a month, 2 months, or 6 months. It actually drags on, probably for the attorney fees, for about a year and a half at the minimum, if you're lucky, a year and a half. And I know some people who are saying they were up to 5 years, but I'm just trying to hopefully give everyone the feeling or understanding that it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the life. It's actually a beginning of a new chapter, the one that you want to kind of put aside behind you, and but move on, to the new chapter where you can enjoy yourself. So I'm trying to get everyone to understand that, and hopefully I was able to give you some insight as far as other things other than just making money from dental procedures, but also living your life, enjoying your health, and understanding what's more important than just working and making money.
Yeah, there's definitely no class like that in dental school. There's nothing where they teach you about living life. You have to get out of dental school and get past a number of these hurdles that we go through, getting licensed, starting practice, before you start thinking about what you're really here to do. And this has been an excellent guide to that, even at a point